So guys, once you are in the conservative movement, the United States is treating conservatives just like Nazi Germany did. Next thing, they're going to start shooting us. Okay? And they really want to shoot us. They really do. They want to just shoot us. But right now, they haven't promoted enough fear and hate and division. You know, they just got to get a little bit more. So I'm talking about this. SA is Saturnian. That's Saturnian. Satan, call it whatever you want. Saturday, the day of Saturn. There's the letter P. Okay, and P is the orange. This is a 6 upside down and backwards is what it is. It's the number 6. Okay, and CA is also the number 4. Okay, now you read it backwards. 46 means the girl in gematria. So this means the girl backwards. So this is the male. Saturn, Saturnian, the man. The man's laws. I am a son of man, not a son of God. And they're claiming that the dogs are their property. The ASPCA says, hey, this dog is my property. And I even had an officer here that claims she's an officer of the law. She's the law. I said, well, prove to me that you have jurisdiction over my dog. They couldn't do it. So I was telling a tale about how I've been very depressed about a gentleman that was going to help me with my case that hung himself in one of my apartments. I believe that he was involved in these Antifa-type funding. And I think what happened is he got a conscience and he decided to get out of it. And I think there's foul play. I know there is because the house is completely electronic torture. They've got these little receivers and they are just doing electronic torture, and these things, understand, electronic torture, it affects your dogs too, but it makes people crazy. You wonder why all the school shootings and all this stuff makes you crazy. It makes you vibrate nervousness, fear, anxiety. Understand every emotion, just like the planets. There's 9 planets, 9 major emotions, ego archetypes. All emotions are a vibration. That's why when you make love to a woman, you're vibrating a frequency. You know, if you're in love. Most people make love and they're not really in love. It's a physical thing. But when two come together, there's a vibration of love. Love is the harmonic 7.8 Schumann cavity resonance. That's why Earth is heart, and the same numerology in gematria. So they're letting you know that this is Pontius Pilate right here. They're letting you know. Okay, and it's a non-profit. We know what that means, right? Come on, non-profit. Hillary Clinton's got a non-profit. Donate, give us some money. The CEO makes over $500,000 a year. This is a corporation, guys. This is no different than Home Depot. This is like Home Depot wearing a badge. Here's my badge. Here's my corporate badge. I'm here to force you to vaccinate your dog. I'm forcing corporate interests. We are pretending to be the government. Now, when you read 1933, Federal Emergency Reserve Act, you don't have a government, you have a central banking system. So you have a central banking system that created this organization and pushes out all the local humane societies that are doing good work, right? The local humane societies are doing excellent work. Okay, these people are acting like police. They're capturing elephants. Okay? So let's read a quick story here in racketeering. Okay, ASPCA. Okay. And this is exactly what they're doing me. Okay? So here's one corruption lawsuit on a humane society. Here it is right here. This is a big one. Okay, 9.3 million. In other words, they paid the guy, I think it was $170,000 to report elephants. And that allowed the ASPCA to go in and make a fortune off of these elephants. That, guys, these things are irreplaceable. I mean, you go capture these elephants and you force vaccines and shit like that in them, and next thing you know, these things are sick. This could cost, them a fortune, right? And, I'm not a big fan of circuses and things like that. I think the elephants should be running free and have a good habitat. But you know, still you can't go and pay somebody money. So Tom Ritter, a former Ringling Brother helper, at least they paid him $190,000 to testify that the elements were being mistreated. This is exactly what they're doing to me. They're paying people to say that, hey, I'm not a good dog owner. So, I mean, and these people won the lawsuit. There it is right there. Lawsuit. And I think it was racketeering was the charge. That's what it was. Let's see. Legislation. Like I said, exactly what they're doing to me. Paying people to live next to you. This is called covert harassment, gang stalking, election rigging, whatever. If you're a conservative, they go after you. And they pay these people to say, hey, call up and say that his animal was at large. And they do it. Matter of fact, the same lady, her name is Ortiz, which I think she's tied into Antifa and also possibly a legal immigrant. Donald Trump talks about these illegal immigrants that are coming into the country committing crimes like MS-13. She might be an MS-13 gang member because let me tell you, the way she treated my dog, it was like a gang member. I'll tell you that right now. It was like a gang coming in. She brings a dog to lure my dog out, lassos my dog, tows the dog with the truck. Do you know that if you saw somebody opening the door of a vehicle, lassoing the dog, and towing it out to the highway, would you think that they're good people? Why was she towing it to the highway? So she can claim jurisdiction over the dog. That is bullshit. You can't do that. You can't lasso a dog and tow it out to the public road and say, "Oh, look, your dog was roaming about." No, it wasn't. You lassoed the fucking dog, lady, and you towed it out on the road. And I have a video of that. So I called the ASPCA guy. He never calls me back. And I said, "Hey, I've got this video. If it goes viral, believe you me, you're not going to want this to go viral. I will guarantee you that I can get people to make sure that Miss Ortiz is fired for doing this." Okay? Lassoing a dog, luring it out to the road so she can claim ownership. Now you tell me that somebody's not motivated by money to do something like this? Look, if the dog is at large and it's a nuisance or it's a danger to other people, yeah, I understand that. First of all, my dog's not a danger. It's not vicious. It's very gentle. It likes to hunt coyotes. It keeps the coyotes away from our properties. It protects my chickens. It's a working dog. My sister's cat just got eaten by a coyote. Beautiful Persian cat. Expensive coyote. My dog actually almost rescued it. It was too late, but he ran to it and got to the cat. But by then, the cat, we were able to bring it to the vet, and it died because the coyote crushed its ribs or something. But I mean, these dogs serve a purpose, man. I mean, we've got people losing their dogs and all kind of stuff because of coyotes. And guess who let the coyotes loose? Well, you know, Trapper Joe. You know, he had a TV show. He lets coyotes loose in St. Tammany Parish. And now we've got havoc. They're eating the deer. ASPCA is not interested in coyotes. No, they can't make money off of that. They're just interested in harassing people. Just like the credit reports and the LIBOR scandal. Just like they're trying to get the police to do. You know, let's create a phony dossier and say that the guy's a terrorist with a phony FISA document, and then let's harass him because he's a conservative. This is exactly what the hell's going on. The ASPCA is totally involved. My company that I'm suing, Cox Enterprise, is involved in this. They went through the whole company, started surveillance in people's Facebook page, and if you were a conservative, you were fired. They didn't just fire me. They couldn't fire me because I was in the President's Club. So they sabotaged my career and my reputation, gaslighted me, whatever. Tried to get me accused of crimes. They even paid my ex-wife, my wife. I mean, it's crazy. These people are